Today on Lifestyle with Fiifi, our guest is Ralph, who is an event curator and co-founder of the biggest Jollof festival in Ghana.
Our event or the Jollof festival that we had was basically to let it all be like, you can enjoy all type of Jollof without having to fight about it. Like, you can all have it however you want it. So, it was just about bringing all Jollofs together, like peace. So we saw it as, let's bring all Jollof together. That's why I don't like actually calling them events. I would like to call them experiences, because the idea of an experience is that you are there and then you get something out of it. Card branch is basically, like I said, it's branch. You get to experience a whole course of meal from starters to drinks to dessert for different or something that is unique.
Ralph, who is also a marketing strategist consultant with great working experience with reputable global advertising brands, shares 5 marketing tips for any up-and-coming entrepreneur.
Start collecting email from the earliest stage when you start building a business.
We delve into parenthood.
No 2 kids are the same. You can have 2 kids. They will react to the same thing differently. And it's not because you are not teaching them the right thing. It's because innately they are their own persons and their own people. You can only guide them.
As the co-founder of the Jollof Festival, Fiifi challenges Ralph to cook Jollof on the show.
The best Jollof that I ate was in Nigeria, though.
Right.
This show is brought to you by Studio 88 Live.
So guys, I do have Raph himself in the studio. What's up?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you finding London?
Apparently I came with the best weather, so like the weather has been
No,
great.
you can't say you came with the best weather. It's luck.
Yeah, so London, say thanks to your boy.
Anyway, Ghana Jollof and Nigeria Jollof has been a war that's, I can't remember even when I was in high school or university. That's when Twitter and all those things had come.
Right.
But it took so long for someone to come up with a concept like the Jollof Festival. How did this whole concept come about?
Okay, Jollof was between Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, and also what's
Gambia.
West Africa, Gambia.
Yeah.
It's been like something that's been ongoing and all of that. And I think people always approached it from the point of view of it was a competition of who has the best Jollof. So
yes.
Our event or the Jollof festival that we had was basically to let it all be like, you can enjoy all type of Jollof without having to fight about it. Like, you can all have it however you want it. So, it was just about bringing all Jollofs together, like peace. So we saw it as, let's bring all Jollof together.
Guys, we do have a friend of us in the studio, Rocky.
Hi, Rocky.
That's Rocky.
Hi, Rocky.
That's Raph's new friend. So Rocky is the what do you call it? The house owner. So he'll be walking around. So guys, you can enjoy the interview with Rocky.
And Ralph,
RR, yeah, Rocky, RR. So let's come back to the whole concept here.
Yeah. So like I was saying, it was just more of like, there was so many events around cooking competitions to see who has the best Jollof, which country. So it's like, why don't we have an event that brings it all together, that makes it all feel like, you know what, it's all different. It's all the same thing, but then people approach it differently. So that was the whole idea. Let's have a festival that celebrates Jollof, but that also lets people understand that it doesn't have to be a fight. Like, it can all be
It was
nice.
just fun, because when I came in, it was just having different kinds of Jollof. I was there for the one in around Accra Mall.
Yeah, so that's the second edition. That was the second event.
I think the second edition is the one that I came to Ghana.
Yes.
And it happened to be around the Accra Mall
City Gallery,
which was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Different kinds of Jollof. But guys, do you know why we are in the kitchen? Because since he is the co-founder of the Jollof Festival, he's going to cook for us. Yes.
I can't promise you amazing jollof, but trust me, it's going to be something that Fiifi is going to shout about for the rest of his life.
Okay, I hear you. We shall see. So this okay. So how did this? Which year did you guys start?
Yeah. So the first event was in 2020,
Mhm.
which we had at the Memory Lane Garden, which was like a beautiful garden. So the
Yeah.
whole idea was like, how do we find a space that makes it like feel all natural, all nice? And this garden, I mean, from the beginning, everybody has said this is too big, the space is too big. How do you fill it up? We found a way around making it in such a way where you could have separate places in the event space where you would enjoy games, drinks.
It was more of like a family oriented.
So it was like family oriented, also for young people. You see, because the event wasn't just about cooking jollof and all that, we had to bring the things that also come to play when you're working on jollof as well. So confectionaries and other things that add up to a whole experience. So there was like a whole live band with Rhea Boss, Maya, I mean, upcoming artists. So basically, it was an avenue for music lovers, for food lovers, and anybody who was into fun to actually have a good time. Yeah.
I know you are an experienced creator, right? Of which, to be honest, those who came around during Dirty December really enjoy some of your events. So we are going to talk about events in general.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Events in general, which is your specialization. You
Yes.
also have marketing background, of which
Yes.
I won't lie. Well, I've known Raph since I was a kid, guys. And this guy is someone that I look up to in terms of growing up and having someone who was a year or three. Wait, is it 4?
I'm actually 4 years older than you, young man.
Who used to bully me. I mean, I kind of like the way that you've been able to grow into that man, that you've been able to be in a space which is very, very prominent in the entertainment sector, which is events and marketing, and you've been creating a lot of these experiences, and you've come up with your new one, which we're going to talk about it in the whole. Can you talk us through your typical process from concept to post event?
Right. So for me, I feel like that's why I don't like actually calling them events. I would like to call them experiences.
Okay.
Because the idea of an experience is that you are there and then you get something out of it.
Okay.
It's not just something that is thrown at you, or so you just put together and thrown at you, but it's something that you take something from. Like, you're happy you are here, because think about it, you're going to spend time, your money and all of that to be at a place, and you're going to be there for like an hour or two, and it's just bland. It's just like anything you get everywhere. Then it doesn't make sense. I'm somebody who really believes a lot in collaboration. I believe in collaborating with people. So when I come up with things, I don't come up with them alone. Most of the times I would see, like I always tell people, I'm not a very good cook. I'm not a chef, but most of my friends are people who are chefs, who cook, or who do amazing stuff, or who are creatives. Like, these are the people that I work with. For me, it's about exploring opportunities that would enhance certain things. Like I keep on telling people, nothing is like new. Everything has been done before. So if you want to do an event like Jollof festivals, like I said, have been happening around the world, even in the US, but it was always based on competition. It was always based on which country would win a cooking competition. But then I thought of it in another angle. And shout out to my co-founder, who really was very helpful in bringing this together, because she was in the business of cooking and all of that. So it was more of Mukasi Chef. So it was more of, how do we let people know that you can enjoy jollof in so many ways, or even storytelling with jollof. So we started with storytelling around jollof. Where is it from? Where's its origin? Which country owns it? Which country added what to it, and all of that. So wanting to tell that story and wanting to let people experience that story is the reason why we actually put the event and experiences together, and also finding the right collaborators or the people that will help you put the things together as well. So for me, event and experiences are all basically trying to deliver something that is not common, or that is not easily accessible. So
in that era, right? Dirty December brought a lot of events organizers that even some were not even Ghanaians. Some were international.
Yeah.
So how were you able to penetrate into that market? Because to be honest, with the people that came, you could see that this was a well-attended event from someone who that was your first big event, right?
Yes.
But you had experience in doing other events, for corporate Ghana. But this was your primary event.
Yeah.
How were you able to pull up that success? Because talking about big event companies, and now you coming into to compete with these people, which your event was also a success. How were you able to pull through?
Right. Actually, I'm happy you asked that question. So, like I said, for me, events are about experiences, and one of the main thing that we struggle with as a team when we're building this was, do we charge people to come for this event? Because it's more like how I reason it is simple. It's like you want people to come for your event, and you want them to come and buy and experience different jollofs, and then you want to charge them at the gate. So free. It makes it feel like that's like double payment. Do you get it? So it was like, how then do we let people so experience this, even if they come and they are not going to they have 2 CDs, instead of using that 2 CDs to pay for gate fee, they can use it to buy something. So like somebody who is selling something would also have something. So for me, it was more of making sure that the people who come and support the business don't make losses, and also making it a free entry event for everybody and anyone. Everybody was welcome. Older people, younger people, expats, and so that's what made it also. It was making something that was also, like you said, there are a lot of events, but everybody was like buying tickets. You need to buy a table. You need to make reservations. You need to do that. That also, it has its space in the event space, because of course exclusivity works and it sells. But sometimes you want the average person to also be able to walk into a space and have an experience that is created for them that they are happy about, and they also experience it. So it was just thinking about we started from being in the position of a consumer, and then you think, if I am going to an event where I'm expected to buy food, would I want to pay money and then go inside and also pay again? And we said that was a no, it wasn't going to work. So then how then do we rework it? Okay, let's get brands on board who are into the food business, who are into the jollof business, and then they come and help us, support us, and then so that we don't now transfer the cost onto the consumer as well. So that was it. And also we always tagged it with a charity leg. We had a very big donation drive that we did every time that.
Okay, what was it about?
So we actually would find a school, or we'll find like a charity home, and then get food from brands. And one of the amazing thing was that anytime we were going on a donation drive and we put out there that we needed volunteers, we literally even got more volunteers than we needed, because everybody was willing to help or do something. And we'll tag the brands along, take them and make them part of the journey of going to visit a school, build something for them, or even let them eat jollof. So we'll cook jollof, find people who will cook jollof for us for free. And then this jollof we take to these schools, give to the schools, give them product as well, and all of that. So it was always tied to something.
There was a social responsibility agenda towards it,
absolutely,
which was
good. Absolutely. So for me, and you would call that an experience. So it's like, it's not just come and eat jollof, but then whatever you buy also goes to a cost, because the people who come to sell, they help in making the food that we go and give to the schools. The brands who come to sponsor, they also help in giving us product that we give to the schools. Or the people in the needy school. So when you look at it in a 360 way, you realize that we made sure that we touched everything. The person who's coming is happy. The person who is selling at the thing is happy. And then the brand who is also supporting is also happy, because everybody gets what they want to get. And me, as an experienced creator, I'm also happy because I'm seeing everybody happy as well. So it's just going with the core of not wanting to make profits. I mean, profit is nice that you make it and you are done and you're like, oh, we made money. But then also letting people enjoy or having something good thing. It's been so many years and people still remember Jollof Festival and they keep talking about it and they keep speaking about it.
And thumbs up to you guys, because during that era, we did have free events. And someone moving from his house to an event is like, the person has to consider a lot of factors. Of which, for me, even though it was free event, I mean, the success was good because there were a lot of free events going on around that time that people even did not hear about it. People didn't even partake in it. But for Jollof Festival, the experience
Yeah.
was great. It
Yeah.
was not just coming to enjoy Jollof,
Yeah.
but there was a lot of games, there was a lot of activities,
Yes.
which made the whole festival
Live music.
like live music. I really enjoyed the live music.
Yeah.
For almost 1 hour, I was at the live
Yeah.
music session,
Yeah.
enjoying it, and also the various Jollof that I was like, now I couldn't even like I taste just like it was difficult for me even to go to a stand,
I
because
feel you.
every stand that you go is the aroma that you
Yeah.
smell from that Jollof was great. And thanks to you guys really did
We
a
tried,
good
we tried,
job.
we tried,
So
yeah.
how did corporate Ghana help you? Did you get sponsorship or any was it stressful getting all these people to come on board to support this worthy cause?
Honestly, I always say that starting events in Ghana is not for the faint of heart. It's something that can derail or kill you off. Like
I've been in that sector before, even way in university, but I couldn't stand it. And I was like, no,
it's crazy.
For you to do it national seems like, I mean, you really did.
We literally had like amazing brands. So First National Bank, FNB was a huge contributor as well. Woma Africa, which is with Das Frital, Olam Ghana, Nestle Ghana with Maggie and all of that. So all of them. So for me, you see, I feel like if you are selling something beyond wanting to make money, brands actually see the value that you want to give. What I always tell people, that you want something from a brand, but what do they get back? Do you get it? For Frital and all those other brands, it was an opportunity for people to sample their product, because they had stations where they were giving out their product for people to go and sample, and also those who cooked and sold were using the product that came from the brand. So if you know that this jollof was cooked with Tasty Tom tomato paste, it makes you think that, oh, it tasted good when I tasted it, and Tasty Tom was there. FMB was a bank. Why would a bank want to associate with
something with cooking? I was shocked though to see them on board,
because most of them were sellers and they sell food and they use POSs. So the bank was there, being the one that provided the POSs to the people who do the event. And also they had agents in there, and they had products that were for younger people. So they were selling those products as well. So for me, it's hard. I won't even lie, like it's hard. Some people,
for me to see a bank with a cooking show, I was like, what has bank got to do with cooking? But as you said, an experience, and you were able to come up with all these stuff for the bank to go like, do you know what? We want to come on board.
to be on board. Yes.
It means you had to think out of the box.
Exactly. It's like, because how do you approach a bank as a cooking? But you let them know that we want payment to be easier for people. A lot of people come for the event. We want people who want to use card to easily use their card.
It was easier.
And
like,
it wasn't. Yes.
I was even using my international card, which was which was really, really good. You go to some events and the networking at that event becomes terrible.
It becomes,
and you can't even tap in. They go like, do you know what? Go and get some cash and other things. And it was an event that everybody wants to use his card, like tap
to
and
pay.
go.
Yes. So then if you sell ease of payment to a bank, they look at it and like, oh, this is an opportunity to let people know that we are very good when it comes to like using our services to make payments. So they buy into it and they are interested. If you go to Maggie and you're like, oh, you have a special Maggie cube that is made for Jollof. People are going to cook Jollof over here. Would you want to give it to them so that they use it in the product, so that like then when people eat it, they know that, oh, Maggie cube was what they use for the food. So it's more about having brands on board. It's not an easy job, but it's just about making sure that you leverage the opportunity that you can give the brand and the opportunity you can also get from the brand as well.
Now we've delved much into the Jollof Festival.
Right.
I know you are an experienced creator. What kind of marketing events are you most excited about?
So for me, anything that is associated with music, that's associated with food, that's associated with basically anything that will give you an experience. Like,
but I mean, you were in London and you went for this guy's show. There was no food.
Burna Boy's show, and I'm saying this on record. Like, Burna Boy has Africa on lock. Like he's like, I literally went up to Manchester for that show, and I'll do it again. I'll do it tomorrow.
And the most when you told me you went to the concert alone, I was shocked though, and I was like,
Because you can't stay at concerts for long.
No. I mean, my social battery is low.
Yeah. For me, I like experiences. I've gone to concerts where it's just like floors, mats on the floor, and then you sit and then they sing and all of that.
Oh, really?
And then like I enjoy it.
Okay.
For me, it's more of if I find opportunities around things that are different, or even things that even if they are not different, but they add on to an existing experience. Because we all go for music shows. Is anybody doing anything that is different? If somebody is doing something that's different, I'm interested. I want to do. We all go to restaurants to eat. Is any restaurant doing something that is different? I would want to experience that as well. So for me, it's more of finding opportunities or avenues to give experiences that would enhance either existing experiences or create new experiences as well. Those are the things that really like tickle me and make me like want to do more in that space as well. Yeah.
Now I think you're coming up with a new event, which is a new baby. How old is that baby?
So Kai Branch started this year. It actually started already. Kai Branch is basically, like I said, it's branch. I do this with the owner of the space, Charlene. It's actually a restaurant. It's called Kaiba, right?
Where is it located?
It's at Afrikiko in Accra. Yeah.
Okay, well, a nice location.
Yeah. So, and Kaiba is actually beautiful. It's like the food is good and all of that. So how did this branch come up? It's just like, now this space is beautiful. It has all the ambience for a branch vibe. Why then, how can we make or do something that makes it unique? Then the whole idea of Kai Branch came by. It's, okay, let's do 4 things. First one is, let's create a menu that is different from the regular restaurant's menu. How do we deliver this? We deliver this every month. So every month there's an event. And at that event, you get to experience a whole course of meal from starters to drinks to desserts for different or something that is unique. It comes with music. There's live music. And branch and music go hand in hand. Like it makes, and this is live music. And we team it to a certain genre of music or like year, so we can do 2000 R&B and all of that. And then how do you enhance it furthermore? We said, okay, you know what, there are young brands that are coming up in fashion, in this, in that. So how do we add that to a branch? Then it's like, okay, every branch will highlight one brand, or it could be an upcoming fashion designer.
Yeah, I mean, I think the one that I saw on social media was Ashoko.
Yes, Shop Ashoko.
Which was her attires was really nice.
Thank you.
For a branch, you get me? And she was trying to say, if you're going to a branch, you need something which is more relaxing and which was really nice to me, for me to see that, okay, you've been able to create an event and also promote young creatives.
Absolutely.
To also push their brands in it. Was really, really nice to see that. Yeah.
So Car Branch is just a branch, but I mean, branches happen all the time. In Accra, there are so many branches, but then these are the ways that we're looking to make this different by adding all these different menu. You don't get the same menu all the time. You get a different menu. You get things that are not even on the restaurant's menu, and then you get good music, you get good DJs, and then you get a brand that is supported. So people come and they're interested and they shop from these brands, and then the brands get to be exposed to a much more wider audience. So it's more like I was saying, finding ways to enhance existing experiences or creating new things. So it's a monthly thing, and then we change the menu. We do all this amazing stuff. So that's the new baby, and we are hoping that it keeps on flying.
I love the fact that it's monthly basis, not to wait till it is December, like Jollof Festival. So if you're a brand here in London and you want to go and market yourself in Ghana, I mean, just
absolutely, it's a good platform.
It's a good platform to come
to get exposed, and show your creativity. Yeah. And we don't limit to just fashion. Like if you're a painter, you do painting, you do even if you're a musician and you want to get on, just let us know. We can let you perform with a band, or we can give you an avenue to come and like show your singing to the audiences that come as well. So it's for me, beyond the amazing food and amazing vibes, and there are games as well that people play. So it's more like a communal thing,
networking.
So people come with their company, their friends from their company. So it's like a weekend, a group of friends come, there are games for them to play.
Is it Saturday or Sunday?
It's almost always on a Saturday, the first Saturday of the month.
Okay.
So yeah. So for example, the latest one that's happening is on 3rd May. I don't know when this is going up, but then it will be up on there as well. So if it's one of those things that it's different from everything that you go to and experience in Accra. And that's the whole point. At the end of the month, you've gone through.
And I like the afternoon vibe, like kind
absolutely
4 p.m. kind of vibe where you can just. It's not like dark.
It's not dark. You can see people's beautiful attire. You can see people.
But do you know what brunch in Ghana is like from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Ghanaian brunches is always like 10 p.m. actually. Like I always say, like people say brunch, and then like you see people coming at 11:30, like, and I'm like, somebody will call you at like 12. Yo, the brunch, what's up? And then you're like, yo, they said brunch, and didn't say brunch. It's not dark. It's not after dark. So like, what's it is? So for me, we start at 10 a.m. basically.
10 a.m.
Yeah,
okay,
10 a.m.
That's great.
And what I realized, or what we are realizing, is that those who want to come early. They come at 10, they come at 11. They have their brunch by 2. They are off and go and they are going.
Yeah, that's the perfect
because that's the whole point of brunch.
Because the last time I was in Ghana, brunch and as at 10 a.m., 10 p.m. they were still there.
They were setting up and all of that.
It's this constant called brunch. But for you to make it more of a brunch oriented and we stick to the timing.
Absolutely.
Because most of the videos that I saw was daytime.
They are daytime videos, basically.
Daytime
I mean, by 6 p.m. we're wrapping up. We're literally wrapping up.
Yeah.
We don't want to go beyond 6. Because the whole point is it's a brunch with experiences. So at the end of the day, you make sure it fits the brunch timing as well. Maybe we'll go over a bit of 2 hours or 4 hours into 6, but then that's about it. Yeah.
Okay. And how is the whole experience like? How the people of Ghana and the people who also troop into Ghana experiencing this whole creating? Because I think it's you've not really pushed it on social media.
So what we did, we started by trying to make it grow organically. Because I always feel like when people are forced to experience something, they just experience it and then they let go. Like, oh, come. They come once, but then when people discover things for themselves, then they are like, oh, I loved this. So what I've realized that even with my own friends, not all of them have come at the same time. But anytime anybody comes, they're like, oh, this is amazing. I'll come again. The next one, let me know. I'll come. And they come with a friend. So the whole idea is that let it grow by itself. Like, don't force people to be there because everybody feels like we have to be here. But then when people discover it for themselves, and then you keep on being consistent with
different marketing strategy that you use in terms of not unlike the Jollof,
of course, it's a one-time thing, so it's more like heavy. Everybody, a lot of influencers. Like we use influencers here, but it's very minimal. It's very friends and family, good word out there. Oh, I went for this brunch, it was good enough, and I really want to go. So because it's not a one-time thing, like you're saying, we have. And for me, I'm seeing that it's taking time for people to really realize what is going on with the brunch. But then I think that it will catch on because it takes one person to experience it, and then they want to bring somebody else, and they want to bring somebody else, and they want to bring somebody else. But it's a typical Ghanaian thing. People warm up to things in their own way, but then if you push them, they will come, and that's it. I have people who have come ever since we started. Like every month, they are there consistently, and these are friends of mine, and some not even friends, and they always pay. They always pay to enjoy the brunch. Everyone, you would say that they would have come for one, so they would say, oh, I was there for the last one. So, but every month they're there. So for me, that's a good thing, and that's a good indicator of people having a good experience or enjoying something that's making them want to come always and then have the experience, because the experience is nice and it's different and they enjoy it. Yeah.
So Raph, I know you have much experience in advertising and marketing,
right?
And we are delving into the world of marketing and advertising,
right?
So, how many experience do you have in advertising and marketing?
I'm trying so hard not to disclose my age because everybody's going to see this.
So how many years have you had?
I mean, like, I'm sure if I say it, people will just be adding it up in it. Like, I think it should be, I mean, like my 15th year.
15th?
Yeah.
Wow.
In advertising, marketing.
And how is the advertising formula has been nowadays? I see the advertising formula moving away from the typical media, as in the typical traditional media, to social media and event activation and other things. And now it's more of like influencers being used to market products and other things. How's the tool now?
For me, honestly, I keep on telling people that like advertising or marketing is not just one thing. It's a lot of things. It's everything. Things come and they are popular and they are not popular again. I mean, at a point in time, all of Ghana were all watching TV. So everybody knew the TV. Everybody knew
the whole, not even Ghana, just in general.
Exactly. Everybody knew the TV schedule, like at the top of their head, like the timetable, like they know 6 p.m. It's this, 2 p.m. is cantata, and it's this. And then other distractions came in. Radio came in and social media came in. So for me, it is not a move necessarily, because there are people in Ghana who still get reached by TV. That doesn't mean that the TV doesn't work. It works, but it is not the one that works for you. There are some people that would not even touch a phone or would just use a phone for what it's used for, calls and all of that. And those people, there are various ways of touching them. So it's become more complex. It's become more segmented. It's become more like there's a lot of things for you to do. So for me, it's just about knowing.
There's a lot of competition.
There's a lot of competition as well. And there's a lot of like ways where the media brands are also trying to evolve and then change their ways as well. So it's finding the right one for what you're trying to do. That's where the difficulty is right now. So it's become more complex. It's become more difficult, but there's always a way around it. And there's always...
What's the best way of advertising in terms of media, billboards, events for your own experience? What kind of advertisement makes the best results?
It is not what kind of advertisement makes the best results. It's more of what you are looking for that will determine which one will be the best result.
So when you have a company coming to you, you are looking at what
do they want to do? Okay. Like, so what is their aim? What is their core aim of what they want to do? Who do they want to talk to? Once who you are trying to talk to is clear in my mind, I'm able to guide you and say, for this one, I can tell you that TV is nonsense. It won't work for you. Or for this one, newspaper won't work for you. Or for this one, social media won't work for you. So for me, the product or whatever you're trying to sell determines or gives insights to who you should target. Do you understand? So that's where it starts from. Understanding the product and understanding who the product is aimed for. So for example, if you come to me with a diaper brand for babies, right? And I tell you that, you should go and put it in airline travel magazines and like, you get it, like airline travel magazines. I could tell you that go and put it in be more visible in supermarkets. That for me is a much more relevant way, and put it in the sections where mothers are shopping. Like, you get it. I would actually even say put it around the grocery side for mothers to even remember and all of that. Like places that you know that women go to. So I'm not just saying that women are only the one who buy diapers, but they make majority of those who buy. So I won't say go and do airline magazine, but I would say look at ways where the product comes into closer contact with the people that it is made for, or the people that purchase it. Okay. Yeah. So the product and who is targeted to will determine which is the best medium to go. People keep on saying social media is not expensive or data is not expensive, but I've seen data budget that will blow any other medium budget out of water. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's millions on millions.
Wow.
And you're like, wow, I thought social media, you do your $5, $10 and you have boosted your post. No, that is not it.
That is not
it. Goes way beyond that.
That is okay.
Exactly. So when people say it's not expensive,
because I mean, for me as an entrepreneur, I've done social media boosting and I could see that I'll do my £10, 50, £20, and the impact wouldn't be much.
Absolutely.
But it does something. It does something. It shows the visibility.
Yes.
But as to whether it's going to the right people,
absolutely,
that's where it is.
Yes,
that is when you need good. I mean, marketers and what you call it, people who have experience in that to come in place, because you can do all your target audience and things, and you'll be hitting places that's the wrong audience.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're not leaving our sets without giving out to my viewers. You are doing some cooking at the same time. I'm going to ask you 5 tips that you can give to someone who is a new entrepreneur or someone who's starting a business. 5 marketing tips that you can give.
Okay.
the box.
So I don't know if Fiifi is going to take this bill or the audience is going to take
I'll
this
take the bill.
Or whoever is taking this bill.
Yeah.
I mean, starting off a business is not an easy thing, and kudos and props to anybody who wants to start their own journey. But off the top of my head, I think the 5 critical things that comes is, one, I think that you really need to know who you are talking to. Who is your audience? If you don't know your audience, you are lost. Like, you literally don't know who you are selling to. So you need to know who you are selling to, define them. What do they do? Where do they hang out? What are the things that make them happy? What are the things? So once you know your audience, then you are actually on the right path to actually deliver whatever it is that you are selling. And then also start with social media. And I always see people struggling to just go viral. You don't have to approach social media about going viral. Going viral is not the only way where you actually impact on social media. On social media, you need to make sure that you are very helpful to the audiences that you engage. Like, you are helpful to them in terms of information, what they need to know, when they need feedback. Like, being helpful and being able to identify their needs and help them meet those needs is a very good way to start for people to actually notice you and know you for something. So start small. Have your page. Don't just have the page for aesthetics. Don't just put nice pictures and then people struggle to reach you in the DMs and all of that. So be helpful, be compassionate with your audiences, listen, and then also be very proactive in the things that you do. The third one I would say, which a lot of people don't understand or people don't actually know, is that you don't even own your social media audiences, but your email is very important. Start collecting email from the earliest stage when you start building a business.
Start collecting emails from the earliest stage.
Yes.
Why is it important?
The reason is that emails are like personal, direct, one-on-one conversations that allow you to contact your consumers, but much more on a bigger scale than social media. Social media, when you post, you are literally leaving it to chance and algorithms to work their magic. By email, when you send it and it's the correct email, it goes to the person. Now, imagine just having 5,000 followers on social media, but then you post and it's just 20% of them seeing it. That's like, I don't even know the number, like 500 or less people saying. But then sending an email to 5,000 people, that's like 5,000 people. Out of that, about 4,000 something will see your email. You're able to communicate with them directly. So collecting email is something that people don't do. But as a business news startup, you need to be very clear proactive in collecting emails. And then when you collect those emails, make sure that you reach out to your audiences, keep them updated on the things that you're doing. If you have a new collection, let them know. If you have discounts that you're giving them, like reach out, check in, give them information that is relevant to them, that they will see your emails and then they open your emails. The fourth one I would say is collaboration. Okay. People don't take it serious, but collaboration is very, very important.
I love collaborations a lot, because collaboration is when you're able to meet other people. And I always say that sky is big enough for all of us.
Absolutely. Collaboration is the only thing that I know will take you to levels that you didn't even know existed, because you're literally tapping into people's abilities, or people giving you things that you can't do on your own, but then you're able to like work with them. So find brands, find other similar startups like yourself that you actually collaborate with, and then you are able to like help each other, piggyback on each other, and then grow together as a business. The fifth and final one I would say is learn. Make sure that you are checking the things that are happening, refine the ones that are working, drop those that are not working, and then learn. So it's like a consistent loop of you learning, you finding new ways, finding out what works. Okay, this doesn't work. Okay, so when I post on Wednesdays, I don't get enough engagement, but Fridays I get enough engagement, especially when I post around 5 p.m. And then, okay, so it doesn't mean that the content around 5 p.m. is more relevant to the people because it's Friday. I'm telling them that I'm giving them discount on cocktails. So they are much more interested than to communicate cocktails on a Monday when people are hangover, they are starting the week and all of that. So you learn from these things. You learn when you send the emails, how many people responded, how many people came back and said, oh, this is good. Did you get it? And like I said, starting off with social media, being respectful and all of that. Like when you respond to people in a shorter time, is it helpful? Are you being helpful? Are you being considerate? Are you being proactive? Like learn from these things and then use it to build your brand. So I think these for a new startup are the core things that if you pay attention to can help you grow your brand.
Yeah. I mean, you've been my friend on for a while, and I follow you on social media. Now we could talk. Now we're going to talk about a little bit about parenthood. I like the way that you interact with your kids online, and as a busy person, right? One thing that I'm proud of you is that you have.
Hey, Fiifi's proud of me.
You have that time to always pick your kids up at school and drop them, and every function I always see you there.
Yeah.
Why is it necessary for a young executive like you who is busy but always finds time to be in the lives of your kids, not just at home, but in school, be it in activities?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, I'm like parenting is really one of those things that it's an unpaid gig, but it's the most rewarding gig. Like no amount of money would make it like even like it's so rewarding. And for me, it's not even about making time or finding time. It's about making it a part of your existence. It's like making your kids a part of your existence. Because if you make time, then it means that they are something that you have to like consciously try. But then if you make them a part of your entire existence, it means that the time that you make is their time. It's your time with them. And so you have to consciously ensure that like as you go through your day, there are things that are happening in their life also form part of your day or part of the things that you have to do, and not because I need to take off this one to make a replacement for this one. I can go to my boss and literally have conversations around, you know what, Friday, I'm leaving work at 2. I need to go take my kids. It's not an excuse. It is me telling you what I have to do. What does that mean? That means that I also have to make sure that anything I have to do is done proud so that like I can have that time. Because what's the point of making time for your kids and then like you're there and then like you're now thinking about work and you have to pull up your laptop and then be doing work and all that. Let that time be also part of your entire existence. When it's part of your existence, it's easier to manage and it doesn't become something that is like a burden or something that's like you have to consciously make time and all of that. Make it a part of your existence. Like I said, my kids fulfill me. They make me happy and they give me perspectives in life that make me.
And I like the conversations that you guys have sometimes.
Absolutely.
It's like you are learning from them.
Like I'm always learning from them. Like kids give you a certain perspective that you actually sit down and realize that you see the things that you actually really worry about so much don't really matter. Because at the end of the day, like I always tell people, the kids are not our properties. They are not ours to keep. They are not there for us to become rich and for them to become rich and look after us. They are vessels. They are people of their own. So we are just helping them mold or helping them take certain things that would help them grow to become their own persons, and but not the persons that we want them to become. So we can only pray and hope and then guide them in certain ways. So when you listen to them, you get to understand them. You get to like no one kid is the same, even from the same parents. Like you come from the same parent, but you're so totally different. And that's one of the shocking things that I realized as a parent. I realized that like no two kids are the same. You can have two kids, they will react to the same thing differently. And it's not because you are not teaching them the right thing. It's because innately they are their own persons and their own people. You can only guide them as well. So
I like this perspective about parents.
Yeah,
I mean, from a young man like you. So proud of you, man.
Thank you.
I mean, that's so wonderful. And the interaction with them, I mean, you have both a boy and a girl.
I have a boy and a girl,
Wow. Do you cook jollof for them?
So I've been promising them jollof since December 2022, and I still haven't cooked it because I told them I'll use the air fryer to cook it. So I'm sure they are going to be disappointed seeing Daddy cook on Uncle's show and then not at home. So we'll see how that goes.
So it means when you cook, I mean,
I might take some to Ghana for them.
yeah, you
I'll
have
definitely
to. I
take
have to
some Ghana
pack
for them.
some, leave in the fridge,
In
and
the
when you're
like
gone,
exactly.
you just pack it
Just pack
and,
it and take
and
it to
take
them.
it to them.
I cooked this especially in London and I'm bringing it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, since he is the co-founder of the Jollof Festival, I'm going to give him the sets so that he exhibits. Since he's been calling people to come and enjoy Jollof, calling people to come and exhibit their Jollof cuisines and meals, he needs to prove himself that yes, since I co-founded the Jollof Festival is the biggest Jollof festival in Ghana. Yes, according to me, according to everyone. Yes, it's the biggest Jollof festival in Ghana, which started in 2019 during the year of return. So Ralph is going to show us his Jollof recipe. It's the normal.
I have a special recipe, but Fiifi didn't get me that ingredient.
Me,
I wanted more money, but he doesn't have more money. So
can you use
I mean,
more money for
it's-
Jollof? I mean, it's the Ralph corn beef Jollof. So it's like Jollof that you eat when you are on a go. You get me? You didn't need that whole chichos and the whole frying of meat and fish and everything. Like something on the go. So guys, we'll be right back after this break. Guys, I do have my man Raf with me, and he's going to take us through the ingredient that he has for us for his special Jollof, corned beef Jollof.
Yeah, it's called the Raf Quickie Jollof.
Raf Quickie Jollof.
Yeah.
Yes, it means when you are in a hurry,
like get something.
To get something, that's the best Jollof. So what are the ingredients?
So I mean your basic base Jollof ingredients. So you have your fresh tomatoes over here, and then you have your garlic and onions as well as ginger over here, and then you have your puree tomato. It gives it a little bit of the coloring, makes it look like, gives it that look. Then you have your canned beef.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And then because I said this was a quickie, I mean there was nothing like going to now chop veggies and all of that. We got pre-packed veggies. And then for rice, I always go for basmati rice. Wow. Then over here we have some oil, extra garlic powder, and then some curry powder as well. And then we have some diced onions.
Okay. So I mean, I think we are ready.
So not too much oil, just enough, just about enough, so that like you're able to like stir your veggies and other things, the purees. You just get enough heat on those. So your onions go in first. Yeah, so we can, because we're not trying to do so much, we just do a bit of this. So we get in a bit of garlic powder for flavor still.
Okay.
Yeah. So some people would literally go fresh tomato puree first, but my trick is I always go the puree before I actually do the...
I also do the puree because the puree is more of like the one that needs to bend.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Like I always say, I mean, there's no one way to cook jollof. Everybody and their mother would have their own formula or how they...
I mean, the best jollof that I ate was in Nigeria though.
Right. I'm judging you. Forget everything I said about he being my brother.
I mean, that's the best jollof that I've eaten. And I got to realize that jollof is not about Ghana, Nigeria. It's about who cooked it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's actually a very good observation. So we leave this to simmer for a bit, before we add our other ingredients. Okay, so as you can see, like the flavors are coming out from the onions and garlic and all of that. So now we can actually go and then add on our fresh tomato mixed together. Yeah, mixed. Yeah. I think that should be good enough. Yeah. So yeah, you can see it's really stewing really nice. I think with a pinch of salt with some extra garlic or something. And then we can still do a bit of the garlic powder as well. So we add a bit of nutmeg as well. So you stir it in into the stew.
We are going to leave it to cook.
Yep.
Okay. Is it still going to be on the fast heat, or we have to take it to...
I think we can leave it there a bit on the fast heat.
Okay.
Yeah. Then so that we are sure that it's stewed well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to cook it.
Okay. Yeah. So at this point, we're going to change from fast heat to simmer.
I can help you with that.
Okay, good. So that will make sure that we lose the tanginess of the tin tomatoes from the stew. So you don't taste that tanginess when you're eating the food. So yeah. So we're going to let it simmer for a bit. So you can see the stew is like cooking nicely. To help spice it up a bit, would add a bit of Maggi seasoning just to spice it up and then make it extra, give it an extra kick. So we can cover it for a bit. We'll just be checking in and then stirring it just so that it doesn't burn.
Okay.
Oh, you can smell that. When you look at the color, everything is changed. So our stew is really done now. What we're going to do is, can you help me with this? We're going to add a bit of water to the stew. Yep. So just remember that before we add our rice, we need to have this boiling at a boiling point before we add our rice. So we're going to cover this for a bit and make sure it boils. Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, so our jollof based solution is on a boil right now, so it's time for us to add our rice.
Okay.
So we're going to add the rice, and it's still going to be on fast heat, but then we're going to be continue stirring inside the rice. This is to make sure that the rice gets to the point where, like, you know, it merges with the solution. So we check again. You can see it's getting thicker. The consistency is getting like solid. The rice and then the stew are merging. Like you can see that, like you can really see that it's thicker. It's way thicker than where it was earlier on. So it means that like it's actually cooking to the perfect boil. So we stir it again this time around to make sure that like the stew is still like soaking as much as it can. We're going to cover it again and then keep it waiting for a bit. Then we'll come back and check again. Okay, so now we're checking again. Oh, so you can see we have a very well soaked rice. Wow. Like it's literally merged with the stew. This means that like literally the stew and the rice are like literally one right now.
Okay.
So at this point, what we're going to do is move from fast heat and then change it over to simmer.
I can just feel, guys, I've been waiting for this jollof.
So, yes, we are almost getting there. I'm going to have Fiifi help me with getting the foil on this right now.
Okay. So normally people say it's the heat that cooks jollof.
Yes. Right? Okay, so with our final check. Oh, wow. Like you can see, all the grains are like out nicely. Since our veggies, their veggies don't need to overcook with our canned beef, they are the last to go in. So we just get the veggies in there. Stir it up a bit so that like it's all evenly distributed inside the rice. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. We get our we're not gonna use all of it, just a bit, just so that we add that flavor. Like I said, this is like quick Raphael quickie jollof.
I just
points you're going to say?
Is this where we cut off the camera and then go and eat and then like we say bye to them, leave them hungry? Oh, I'm sorry guys, it's Fiifi's idea, it wasn't mine.
I mean, it's well cooked. I mean,
Thank you.
it's well cooked. I can't wait to have a taste of this jollof. I mean, I should taste it for my viewers to give a verdict. So I think it's time for me to taste this wonderful jollof.
Yeah. Just for tasters, yeah. And you can tell me, I mean, you can be honest with me about it, how you feel
I'll
about
be
it.
honest. Guys, this jollof over 10, right?
Yeah?
15 over 10.
Okay, that's it. Coming from the guy who had his best jollof in Nigeria.
15 over 10. I would say this is the best jollof.
Oh,
Ever.
Thank you.
Wow.
Is that good, right?
Very good.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
it's nice to be important, but very, very important to be nice. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment in the comment section. Do you know why I'm laughing? Because
our host decided to come by. Say hi.
That's Rocky for you. Well, it's nice to be important, but very, very important to be nice. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment in the comment section. And Raph, thank you very much for coming on my show.
Always welcome.
I mean,
Always welcome. I would love to.
I've been yearning for you to come on my show to show your cooking skills, and as well interview you for the good work that you are doing for in the event space and the marketing space. So
thank you very
guys,
much. Thank you very much. Bye.
This show was brought to you by Studio 88 Live.